Hey guys, Sean Foley here for ProSendr, doing another weekly review of the DMs that I get. So people have heard the language that David Woods and I use, where we talk about getting the center of mass of the club behind the hands. And really, regardless of how you grip it slightly or how you swing or how your body can move, this is something that is definitely true for all people, and why it makes it so easy why it helps us to square the face. So I keep hearing people talk about, having a stable club face. And you just need to understand that the rates of closure on a golf club on the PGA Tour can be anywhere between 2,500 and slightly over 5,000. So this idea of the club being stable, I understand. We see the club hit the ground and slow down on the camera and it's going and it looks really stable, but I promise you it's twisting at an unbelievable rate of closure in order for it to square. So what's the difference between an amateur and a good player? Is their ability to start the ball on line. That's because there's a lot of closing that happens. So when we hear about keeping the elbow bent to impact, and just look at how many great players have been in this position through the ball, and some of today's current best players. So stable's not really a word that I would think about as it relates to hitting a golf ball and generating speed. So when we talk about the center of mass, really you're looking at this point on the club to where it balances. So there's basically equal torque on both sides, so that balance is there. So when I'm teaching, I like to refer to it more as like the hosel or the sweet spot. Where is the sweet spot coming from? Where's the sweet spot plane coming from? Because if we look, and we can see with Instagram and social media how there's these new apps, we can always see when we put that laser on there of where the club goes and how it comes back into this position. Or sometimes we see it come this way and then out in this position. But if I keep the center of mass behind the hand path, as the hands start to slow down, and with the aid of the rotation of the thorax, as they start going left, that is when the club speeds up. So if you've ever been water skiing, this would be the boat, this would be the skier, and this would be the boat. If they're going in a straight line at 60 miles an hour, they're going at basically the exact same speed. As soon as the boat starts to slow down and turn, the skier is thrown outside the wake to get into position to be pulled again. And that's what's really interesting, is we need to be able, if all we do is pull from the top, that's where we're gonna go, okay? If all we do is push from the top, that's where we're gonna go. So this to me is too steep and on top of the plane, and this is too shallow and underneath the plane. And ideally with the ProSendr, because we have this 51 degrees, I don't have it on it yet. As I build it on it, feeling like I even increase that extension and transition, that's what allows the club to get there. So when you're looking on Instagram and you see people post pictures of that, that is basically where you're going to be at impact, because you literally have a millionth of a second from here to here. So if you see videos of amateurs coming down like this, what do you ever expect you're going to do as far as starting the ball on line? You're going to have to make a lot of manufactured movements with the body to do that, because the hands cannot put any more force into the club at that point. So that is the really important part with the ProSendr. And then you double it up when the connection sphere comes out, is that when I complete my backswing here in this position, I already know I'm going to do this with my left side. So the ProSendr helps me learn how to do this as well. So I've got that. When I combine them, that's what you can see. The center of mass is behind the club. So for some people who really draw the ball, we'll see it almost over here. And with some people who fade the ball well, we'll see it over here, but we're never seeing it this way. And that is the feedback that my players love on the PGA Tour, is that they know that if they can get the right wrist in there and then keep it in transition, it's going to aid them in squaring the face because of the physics, just in the simple analogy of water skiing. So I hope this helps you. I hope you guys have a great week and life, and peace and love to all of you.